Sage Eagle is a military exercise designed to validate teams and companies prior to deployment. It's been a long-running program for Special Forces Command that simulates the different environments that ODAs and AOBs will go through. An ODA is the smallest element of the Army Special Forces. What it stands for: Special Forces Operational Detachment Alpha. Basically, 12 Green Berets with varying skills that they're designed to go and build a partner force up from nothing, train them, and then go on missions with them as needed.
One of the benefits, I think, for doing training like this is that it brings in so many outside units and people that haven't worked together before. So I'm definitely the bridge between the two, maybe trying to explain things from kind of like Army language to Air Force language.
The importance of Green Berets as teachers is that they're incredibly good at doing the basics of soldiering. Having those people who are so good at those basics transfer those skills to people who might not have that exposure, be it foreign partners or other people within the US military who don't do it often or don't have institutional knowledge to create it in-house. Is just like, it's a boon. You get a ton of experience in a small group of people that then can transfer that to other people to make them better overall.
3 times and then close your mag well.
They're laid back individuals until it's time to turn it on. Just seeing how they do things, they're experts at detail is really what it boils down to, and that's really what makes them so good.
A typical drill weekend for me is absolutely nothing like this training. I come from a military family, so it's kind of always been there. My dad's been in the Air National Guard for, I think, about 30 years. My mom actually joined right before I did. As far as Sage Eagle, I think they just want me to take as much out of this as I can. Like, they keep telling me that I'm doing great.
In a lighter footprint, having to be more resilient, doing more with less, and in this sense, getting back to, again, skill level 1 training, which would be these basic tactics that I don't think always get trained on. That's the bread and butter of what Green Berets do.
I mean, in tech school, we learned some of the same things that we're doing here, like bounding and room clearing, CQB, but nothing to this level. Like, I mean, it's amazing what these guys do, and sometimes it's hard to remember that they're Green Berets, because like they're just so down-to-earth people. And I mean, they answer all the dumb questions that they have, but overall I'm trying to like absorb as much knowledge and everything that the Green Berets will give me, because obviously not everyone gets to train with the Green Berets. Like, this isn't something that everyone's gonna experience, so I'm trying to take as much out of it as I can.
The operations tempo is gonna be much faster than it is right now. You know, there's been some long days, like I said, and people are kind of banged up, sore, that kind of thing, and to have to ask them to push a little bit more for the next few days is something that can be challenging, you know. That's really, I think, where the main meat and potatoes of what we're gonna have to be doing is gonna come from, is just staying motivated, digging down deep, trying to maybe find a little something extra in yourself.
This training exercise was deliberately designed to mimic the future operating environment that we could see, in the next 10, 20 years. Those basic fieldcraft things that have let soldiers survive for the last, 200 years of modern conflict, and just reinforcing those aspects where we've kind of forgotten in the big FOB mentality is probably what I think those guys will take away the most in a drone-heavy environment.
One of the missions that we had, the sabotage mission, involved a fairly decent walk over very rough terrain.
It was a lot of up and down hills, so one of our ODA team members kind of stuck with me during the navigation and taught me a lot about land nav that I think I can use a lot in the future.
I think for me, just watching some of the troops, watching the airmen in my squad, I think a lot of them probably learned a lot about themselves too. Maybe didn't really realize it at the time until now, coming off the back end of it.
I actually have a sister that's joining security forces, so I mean, if she gets to come to Sage Eagle exercise in the future, I think she would really love it.
At the end of the day, two elements that have never really met each other coming together is always an interesting experience. Just teaching other people how to lead in the field, not only in the scenarios for different combat environments, but also being an example for other people to emulate off of, and everyone has something to offer and to teach